Now a first down carry by Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Complete. Jefferson to target. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Throwing is McCarthy. That is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 37 yards. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Here we go. Up we go.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play blown up on a really nice effort by Jerry Tillery.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
That's to the rookie. It's Malik Neighbors. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Calm.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Half jumbo.
Throwing Jones. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
McCarthy operating from the gun. To the right side and intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Half 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
McCarthy off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
And Burns has found a new home with the Giants this offseason. He's thrilled to be in the metropolitan area. The guy they call the Spider-Man nets another sack.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To the air with McCarthy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Adriana Lima. Up, go.
Running left is Tracy. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now they'll audible to something else. Now Jones. And he'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point try good by Gr8. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. there's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Jones. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, try to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. McCarthy. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught at about the 6. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Jones now. A final shot before break. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Okay, it's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Half 18, half 18.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Jones. Complete. It's Johnson.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg. Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gr8 now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Gr8 now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about... of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback, because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Here we go, hey.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
He can't get him down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Right back to Tracy.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Gr8 for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gr8 out to kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Jones.
He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On play action, McCarthy.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Half 88, half 88.
That's out quickly to Hyatt.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. On to give, it's Tracy.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Catch made by Slayton.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun, Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go. Up we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Jalen Hyatt with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Gr8 the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gr8 now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And now here is another interception. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. Imagine the young man right there.
Okay, here we go.
Here's Tracy. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 84 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.